hello. You legally have to say hello back. It is I, your host, Captain Boring. This is the 10-Minute Sports Report. It is Wednesday. Happy Hump Day, everyone. It is the 23rd of August, 2023. Like I said, I'm your host, Captain Boring. Go ahead and follow us. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and smash that follow and share buttons, respectively. Go ahead and follow us on Instagram at Fourth One Podcast. We post all sorts of good content on there as well. I'm going to get you all caught up. Little college football news, little hockey news, and, of course, the lowest salary teams in baseball. However, before I get into this, is this true or false? The campfire smell is the best smell in the world. Best smell in the world. Not fall, not summer, not a scent. It's the best smell all time in the world? Question mark? Comment down below. Disagree? Agree? If you disagree, you got to let me know what you think is the best smell in the world. In the world. Let's get it popping. The Toronto Maple Leafs and star Austin Matthews reach a 4-year, $53 million agreement. Austin Matthews isn't going anywhere. The top center signed the contract extension through the 2028 season on Wednesday. The new pact begins when Matthews' current 5-year deal runs out in July. At $13.25 million season per season, Matthews becomes the NHL's highest paid player in terms of annual value, surpassing Nathan MacKinnon, who averages 12.6 on his 8-year contract with the Colorado Avalanche. So the Toronto Maple Leafs lock up their star. Speaking of stars, Georgia's running back Branson Robinson, the former number 1 ranked running back out of the 2022 class, is done for the season. He rushed for 340 yards as a freshman. He ruptured his patella tendon, Coach Kirby Smart announced Wednesday. Robinson suffered the injury in a non-contact drill at practice on Tuesday. The ACC is still trying to figure out how to be relevant, and they have ramped up talks to add Cal, Stanford, and SMU. Cal and Stanford because the ACC's has dumber academic schools than I would say, than the Big Ten, definitely. And then SMU, they want to add that Texas vibe to them since they haven't really lost anyone, but they don't have that Texas region at all. The ACC, again, is considering the potential addition of Cal and Stanford, multiple sources told ESPN. Again, this comes in the wake of the Pac-12 disintegration. Again, Cal and Stanford have no conference after next year. They have no TV contract after next year. SMU is a part of the American Athletic Conference, and they do have a TV deal. So again, this is just kind of adding that state and southern vibe for the ACC in general as a conference as a whole. Another interesting thing here is the ACC's TV contract is just terrible for the conference. It runs another 10 years yet. And the annual average for teams it is paying out is far, far, far below SEC, Big 12, and Big 10. So I'm thinking that the ACC is hoping to get these 3 teams in and then renegotiate, but I'm not sure what value Cal and Stanford especially bring, as they have not been very good ball clubs over the last couple of years. SMU is a solid pickup and a solid ball club, and will bring recruiting from the state of Texas to the ACC. So let's keep just our tabs on that. The lowest salary teams in baseball, let's get into it a little bit. One of the best teams in baseball, Baltimore Orioles, who are 77-48, are on a 1-game losing streak after they swept the Athletics, which I covered in last episode of the 10-Minute Sports Report. They went on to lose 6-3 to the Toronto Blue Jays, who are both in their division. The Toronto Blue Jays actually are on a 3-game winning streak, which will help them immensely in the wild card, and I'll get to that in just a little bit. The Tampa Bay Rays are the next lowest salary team in baseball that we are covering. They are on a 2-game winning streak, after losing to the Angels 7-6. They beat them 18-4, and then they beat the Rockies 12-4 yesterday, and they are currently playing the Rockies right now, and in the middle of the second are tied at 0 apiece. They are on a 2-game winning streak and sit 2 games behind the Baltimore Orioles for first place in the AL East. Definitely not out of reach. Just a quick look at the Cincinnati Reds, who are falling off a little bit. They are now 4.5 games back of first place and 1 game behind the Chicago Cubs, and I'll tell you in a minute why that's important. They did beat the Angels yesterday 4-3 as Shohei Ohtani hit his league-leading 44th home run of the season. The Angel and Angel fans should not get used to him sticking around because he is gone this winter in free agency for sure. The division leaders in the MLB are the Orioles, the Twins, and the Rangers in the East, Central, and West, respectively. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. I'm also really sorry. My mouth is watering like crazy. I just ate dinner. It was a good dinner. But my mouth is just going right now haywire, and I don't like it at all. The Texas Rangers have fallen back a little bit. They have lost 6 straight. The Houston Astros have closed that gap to just a half a game. And the Seattle Mariners, who are 8-2 in their last 10, are with 1.5 games of the Texas Rangers for first place in the AL West. Check in on the National League teams. The Atlanta Braves still are just romping the NL East. They lead the Philadelphia Phillies by 12.5 games respectively. They are 81-44. That is the best record in all of baseball. The Milwaukee Brewers lead the Cubs by 3.5 games. Reds are 4.5 games back. And then the Los Angeles Dodgers, still the hottest team in baseball, currently 8-2 in their last 10, are on a 1-game losing streak, but sit a comfortable 11.5 games ahead of the Arizona Diamondbacks for first place in the NL West. Little look on the wild card here. Tampa Bay Rays lead the Houston Astros by 5 games, and then the Seattle Mariners only trail the Houston Astros by 1 game for second place. The Mariners also have the 3rd wild card spot. Half game behind them are the Toronto Blue Jays, who I told you, 3-game winning streak. And then the Boston Red Sox are 4.5 games back and are on a 2-game losing streak and need to pick it up here. Philadelphia Phillies lead the Chicago Cubs by 3.5 games for the first place in the wild card. The Cubs then lead the Diamondbacks by a half game, and then this is where it gets fun. The Diamondbacks are in 3rd place, or have the 3rd wild card spot. The Giants half game back. The Reds half game back. The Miami Marlins a game and a half back. San Diego Padres 5.5 back. Not feeling good about that, but there are 6 teams in play for 3 spots in the NL wildcard. That'll do it for today's rendition of the 10-Minute Sports Report. I had mouth moisture going on. I had forgetting how to say words. I just had a whole bunch of stuff that went against me, but I still got it done. Let that be an inspiration to you all that no matter how much mouth moisture you have, you can still get it done today. Don't forget to comment down below what is your favorite scent all time, or what is the best scent in the world, I should say. There is a difference. Greatest scent all time, best scent in the world. Those can be different, just like Michael James, LeBron. Wow, I'm just going to go. Bye, everybody. Wash your hands, you filthy animals. God bless you. Peace out.